Welcome back, everyone. We are looking at 3.4 custom libraries. That means we're going to make our own library today. So let's get started. We're just going to make a new file. I'm going to call it my library, no spaces, .py. There we go, my library.py. Now I can make a function, and I'm going to use has_cheese, and then I'm going to pass in ingredients. So ingredients is going to be a string that contains a list of ingredients. So I'm actually going to teach you a new keyword today. So if quotations cheese in ingredients, and because I don't want ingredients to be case sensitive, I'm just going to force it to lowercase, so .lower here. So if it is, return true. Else, return false. So all this function does is it's going to see if in our string the word cheese is somewhere in it. If it is, it returns true. If it isn't, it returns false. It's very similar to what we have on the website, except that's checking if the spelling is exact. This is just checking to see if the word cheese is somewhere in the ingredients list. So now I can pass in a whole list, check if it has cheese in the list. If it does, it returns true. If it doesn't, it returns false. This would be incredibly useful for someone who is lactose intolerant and needs to check. Okay, so now we have a library. Let's make our main file. So I'm actually just going to call it main.py. So main.py is going to import my library. And because it's in the same folder, see, my library is here, main is here, I shouldn't have any issues with just importing it. And if I have ingredients, or let's call it list of ingredients, okay, and then I'll say, let's use triple quotes because we can do that for a list. It makes it nice and easy. So we could have, let's say we are making a hamburger. Okay, we have a bun. We have maybe impossible beef. I should add some commas in here because it's a list. Lettuce, tomato, pickles, and cheese. Okay, so this should return true. What I'm going to do is I'm going to print. So I want to print my library's take on has cheese for my list of ingredients. So I'm going to print the result from my library if it has cheese. So does this have cheese? I don't know. We're going to determine that. So now I'm going to run this and it should return true because I have cheese here. So if I change this from cheese, let's change it to mushroom. So now it has mushroom and no cheese. If I run it, now I get false because there's no cheese in this list. Even if I wrote and not cheese, okay, so this could be a problem because it's looking for the word cheese. Okay, so we have an edge case here we have to account for. So this says not cheese. Well, we're not going to worry about this today, but be careful of how things work out. So now we know how to use the in statement. We know how to make our own function. If you need to see another example, there's a great example on the course website under 3.4 custom libraries. That one just checks if the single ingredient is cheese. This one checks if cheese is somewhere in the list of ingredients that we pass to it, which here's our list of ingredients, and it's pretty straightforward. All right, that should be enough for you to make your own custom libraries, complete your daily activities, and then move on to 3.5. And I will see you later.